Infinity Falls is one of the most intricate river rapid rides that I've ever seen. It's highly themed, featuring many elements that seem unusual for a ride like this. I believe that this is the direction that river rapid rides are going to take in the future, and here's why. First, let's start with a backstory. Infinity Falls can be found at SeaWorld Orlando. It was built in 2018 by Intamin. It features extensive theming to a jungle at river expedition. From the paths, you can see the majority of this ride and how insane it looks. The queue features a bunch of preparation equipment. The trough is surrounded by dense shrubbery. In addition to the ride area, there's a restaurant too. Altogether, they create a complete attraction, even though it is more fitting to call this an area. A little bit more about the ride. It has individual rafts seating 8 people per boat. The station features a moving platform which keeps boats moving along a straight line. To ensure that rafts are lined up properly at the station, there is a spinning mechanism that spins the rafts in place. This is my first encounter with one of these, and it was pretty cool. Traversing through the layout, there are many turns taken at both high and low speeds. The ride also features 2 lift hills and a vertical lift hill. The vertical lift hill leads into the highest drop on any river rapids ride when it opened. This record has since been broken. At the base of the vertical lift hill, there is another spinning mechanism that ensures people will be able to get out of the boat if necessary. All of this diversity throughout Infinity Falls leads to, in my opinion, this being one of the best river rapids rides I have ever been on. Something I found a little weird about this ride is that it does not get you all that wet, especially for how fast this ride goes. You would think crashing into the small waves at a high speed would generate a pretty big splash. Some other river rapids use water features like waterfalls to soak the guests instead of splashes. Infinity Falls does not do this. There was one section, however, that was different from the rest of the ride. The ending splashdown creates a wave that will soak the people who have their backs to it. Along with that, you may be the person at the top of the drop facing backward, but you might not finish backward. This is due to the free spinning of the raft during the drop. The other instances where the ride did not get me that wet could be different due to the weight distribution. Also, when I was at the park, Infinity Falls went down a lot for maintenance. For example, the ride went down right before I was gonna get on, once our raft got to the vertical lift hill, and once our raft got to the final lift hill. That was all during one experience, and does not include the times it went down while waiting throughout the rest of the line. Similar to Journey to Atlantis, I am unsure whether this is normal or if the ride was just having a bad day. This could be a sign of innovative technology running into errors that will be fixed by the developer in future projects. I will talk about this a little later on in the video. If I were to give Infinity Falls a rating out of 10 as I do for roller coasters, I would give it an 8 out of 10. This is based on how wet you get, which is not that much on my ride, and the mechanical errors leading to the constant waiting. Stopping midway through the ride really killed the vibe and excitement. The rest of the ride was a slam dunk though, especially with the pacing. So just looking at the ride experience, you can already tell it is very different from past river rapids. Going an hour west to Busch Gardens, Tampa, you can find the Congo River Rapids ride. These two rides were created in different eras. One was created a long time ago and does not feature too much scenery or immense shrubbery, and the other features a lot of mechanically advanced maneuvers and technology. This can be seen by the vertical lift hill on Infinity Falls, which is very unique to the ride. Infinity Falls also features that moving platform while Congo Falls does not. Even those that do feature moving platforms, they are round instead of straight. Infinity Falls is different from older river rapids models, but how is it shaping newer ones? Well, this can be seen by going to Silver Dollar City and witnessing Mystic River Falls. This is yet another river rapids ride that was produced in 2020. Even though it was not produced by Intamin, it features some similarities. This can be seen in the deep theming of the ride, along with some of the mechanical maneuvers. Mystic River Falls also features the vertical lift hill and a big splashdown finale that actually took the record from Infinity Falls. As this was its first year in operation and it was quite a short year for the parks, it's hard to see how the ride runs with full capacity. The main question is, will it have the same amount of downtime as Infinity Falls? If not, that means Infinity Falls paved the way for future river rapids rides. If so, then it could also be a problem with a different manufacturer. Let me elaborate a little more on this. Less downtime directly leads to having similar technology that has already had the kinks worked out. More downtime could mean a couple of possibilities. The first being poor manufacturing or production. The other being the technology used is new and still has problems. These problems are definitely seen in Infinity Falls. After this, the ride also goes down for weather reasons, but that is not being considered as a technical issue. Regardless, I'm willing to say that Infinity Falls broke through a barrier that was not willing to be broke through previously on other river rapids rides, in turn leading to newer and more advanced rides. Just as an FYI, I'm only looking at river rapids rides within the United States, so if there are some outside of the US that feature similar or the same technology, they would probably have a similar scenario to that of Infinity Falls. As Infinity Falls is the first in America, I consider it to be a pioneering ride. Without it, we might not have seen the creation of Mystic River Falls, or any others that will come in future years. Thank you so much for watching this video on how I believe Infinity Falls is creating a new future for river rapid rides. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked it, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. Until next time, peace out.